Well, cheers, guys. Well, hey, sorry the noise is a little loud. I got my fan going over there where my dog's laying, keep her cool. Just letting the breeze blow through. Having a beautiful day. Yep, there's my signs. There's one there. And there's that one there. But anyway, what we're working on today is we got our two-stroke. And I gotta get a carburetor for it, of course. But I got my two-stroke weed eater motor mounted up, and I thought I'd go ahead and show you. This is the coil out of a front load washing machine. Okay, now the actual piece that comes through this is actually on the outside. Now this would be on the inside over here, right? And this is where the arms, they come out and they have the tub, and they hold the tub that spins, right? And that tub spins. Well, this is what spins that tub. Okay, now this is what goes through the bearing hole, and the tub used to have arms that came off of here, but I took my grinder and cleaned it all up, made it nice and smooth, right? Okay, hold on one second. I didn't want to fight with lining it up. Now see, this is what goes through the tub, right? Okay, now there's a bearing on this side and there's a bearing on this side, and they're real heavy duty because, a load of laundry is very heavy. So they made the bearings really big and strong, right? Now see, what that does is that spins this armature. Now this armature's got those neodymium magnets in it, and they're all the way around it, right? And each time those magnets pass one of these coils, as you can see, I labeled them all, and I think there was 32 total. But anyway, I labeled them all, and what they do is every time a magnet passes through the coil, it generates a voltage, right? So you can imagine all kinds of voltage this thing creates, right? Okay, so as it spins, it creates voltage. Well, you have to come in here and you have to kind of rewire them. As you can see, I rewired this one here, rewired this one here, and I rewired this one here, right? And you get them all tied in there nice and tight. And this one over here, you wire a batch, and a batch, right? And then that whole batch comes out with high voltage. And what you have to do is you have to get like a new school, which I don't have new school right now. All I've got is old school. But an old school, like voltage regulator, that's what that is. That converts that AC high voltage down to a DC voltage, right? And so what that happens is, here, hold on. I propped you up so this way I can show you. Okay, so now you take your magnet, right? Now it's going to go straight over the top. And those splines are so tight that you really got to make sure you get them lined up nicely, because it only goes a certain way, see? Nice and tight. It's completely flush. And then I've got my bolt that goes on top of it. Now what's going to happen is I'm going to take and I'm going to put a little pulley, just a small pulley, over here. And put it on here so the gas motor, as it spins here, right, it'll spin a belt. And when it spins that belt, it doesn't matter what rotation this is, right or left, it'll generate the same voltage. Now what's really cool, and I'll show you a trick, to make sure you got good wiring, what you can do is you can take these two, or any two wires that come off a 3-coil system, you can take the two wires, and if you notice, I can, oops, there you go, well hold on, here, I'll do it this way. I'll do it like that, okay? As soon as I do that and I let the two wires touch right here, as soon as those two wires touch, that acts as a brake because it's trying to send current. it sees the voltage regulator, so it slows this down and says, okay, we got voltage, right? So watch. Now as I take, I'll spin it. Can you see the sparks? Ready? See? When it's touched, it doesn't spin free. Right? Watch. When I touch them. Right? But watch the sparks. And we get just one wire. I don't want to burn it up. But I can take one set of wires here. And if you look real close, you might be able to see it actually spark. I did. Come on. Now I'm just playing, ain't I? Yes, I am. One more time. There it goes. As I pull it, as I try to spin it and I pull them apart, you can see a spark. I won't worry about that anyway, but you see how you can show that, yes, it's going to generate voltage. Now I can have a very low RPM, because I mean, you could see this was giving me a spark. So can you imagine what they're doing this number right here? Well, get my fingers out there. Oh, I can't even spin it that fast. There we go. If it's spinning about like that right there, that'll be a constant voltage enough, high enough, that I can charge up my 12-volt batteries on my house boat. Pretty cool, huh? Yep. This is the kind of stuff that I sit around and think about. But there you go, guys. Instead of all that drama stuff, this is what I like to do. And it's going to be nice and contained. I can tie it in because that is a 2-stroke, which means it's going to run the same amount of same gas mixture as what my boat does. There you go, guys. Welcome to my world. The Captain Super Bob is out.